Do plus size women really love their bodies? That is a very loaded question. So as you guys can see from the title, we're going to be talking about, do plus size women really love their bodies, and what all that encompasses. That title is a very, very broad title. So, and of course I cannot speak for a whole community of women, and as a matter of fact I can only speak for myself, so this video can only be from my point of view, from what I believe. Basically, do I love my plus size body? What prompted me to do this video is a couple of things. Number one, I always get questions as to how I feel comfortable wearing what I wear, how am I so confident, you know, just women just trying to figure out why is it that I'm so confident, or how is it, I should say, how is it that I'm so confident, you know, wearing what I wear and just doing what I want and really not letting my body or other people's perception stop me from wearing what I want to wear and doing what I want to do. After seeing those comments over and over again, whether it be the positive comments and the negative comments, it really prompted me to want to come and do this video and kind of explain to you why I love my body and how I love my body. It's really sad that somebody should even be asked why they love their bodies. That is a really, really sad thing. It should be, the question should really be, why don't you love your body? And the fact that people are amazed that you love your body is such a sad feeling. It's such a sad thing if you really think about it. Life is already such a hard journey in its own, and it has such ups and downs, that if you have to worry about your body too, and people are asking you, how in the world do you love your body? I felt so sad when people would ask me, how are you able to love your body? How are you able to wear these things? How are you comfortable wearing those things? Those questions to me were such sad questions, because no one should ever wonder how to love their body. Nobody should ever try to love something that's theirs. It's your body that you have, that was given to you, and you should love it always. So the fact that women are out there struggling to love their bodies is such a sad feeling for me. And it's actually, like, sometimes when I think about it and I read some of the emails that you guys send me about, you know, your insecurities and things that you've gone through as far as dating people, and as far as what have been said to you through family members about your body and things like that, it really makes me so sad. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of my personal experience of how I've gotten to this point, and why I love my body. Because to answer that question, quite frankly, I do love my body. Whether my body is plus size or fat, or whatever you might want to call it, whether it's at this size or smaller or in between, it's my body. I only have one, and I would love it to the day that I die. So I want to tell you a little bit of how I got to this point, and maybe it will help some of you guys out there. And for those of you guys who have such an issue with plus size women being comfortable with who they are, because they are human beings and they deserve to love their body just as much as anybody else, I don't know what to tell you. This video is not for you, so you can go. So as a child, I was a very skinny child. I did not eat. I didn't like food much. And this lasted up until I was maybe like 11 or 12. I was a very stick thin, to the point where my parents were very worried, and I had to drink and eat a lot of like nutritious things that I hated. So yeah, growing up to the age of about 12, I was a very skinny child. About 13, 14, puberty hit. And when everybody was getting zits and acne and everything, I was getting hips, girl. I was getting a body. So my body drastically changed. Being a preteen that was very thin, very flat-chested, and very just tiny, to being now a teenager that had boobs. I think I was probably a B cup by the time I was in maybe like 9th grade, and by the time I was a senior, I would say I was a D. So I developed very fast, very quickly. My body filled out really fast. At that age, really, I don't think I was aware of my body that much. I mean, it it was just a body. To me, I wasn't very aware of my body at the age of 13. And I should add that I was very, what's the word? I was very innocent as far as sexuality and things like that were concerned. I was super sheltered. So I was definitely not at that age where I was even thinking about anything like that, which is, I feel, kind of made things easier for me. I was a very active teen. So even though I had a curvy body, I was... now that I look at it, I wasn't fat. I was definitely not fat. I definitely had more of a curvy, athletic figure. In high school, my body was definitely the least of my problems. I feel like because I was African, I had an accent. I was teased a whole lot over that, and I don't know. I just always felt a little bit of an outcast in high school. I was definitely teased a lot. I bet you a lot of people who went to high school with me probably won't even, they'll be like, you were teased? They wouldn't even realize it, just because I had such a tough exterior, and that has helped me even to this day. I don't know if it's an African or just a Cameroonian thing. A lot of people say Cameroonians are sort of arrogant, but I almost had to have an arrogant attitude in high school because people constantly tried to kind of put me in my place. I had to be very sort of like strong about who I was, and I think that's when I learned to really come into my own and be very strong about who I am. But in the same token, I wouldn't say high school was one of those things that was so awful for me that I was depressed or anything like that. I had really good friends in high school. I had a great time in high school, but like I said again, that's only because I had one of those tough, arrogant attitude, and I feel like sometimes you have to be like that. And I feel like when you have that attitude, people are like, wait a minute, she's not even that cute. Why does she think she's that cute? So people are like, wait a minute, am I missing something? So I feel like it kind of gives you an upper hand. That's pretty much how I dealt through it in high school. And I think also how you feel about your body has a lot to do with your family. My family was never like, you're fat and you're this and you're that. Even though out of all my sister, I was the one with a little bit more like, you know, in the African culture, it's very much like they would tell you, like if you put on weight, they would be like, you got fat. Like it's a very straightforward thing. So it's something that I heard definitely was, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. But it wasn't something that I heard in like a really negative way that it affected me like, oh my God. But that's definitely something in the African culture. If you're African, you definitely know that's something they're not afraid to say, you got fat. You need to lose weight. How are you gonna find a husband? Like things like that. So, but I don't feel like I've ever taken it in a negative way, just because I knew that that's just how my culture was. And that it came from a place of love, and it didn't come from a place of maliciousness. So that's pretty much how I dealt through high school. For anybody who's watching me, who's in high school and who has a lot of body issues as far as your body, the best thing you could do for yourself is completely turn yourself off from any of the sexual relations going on in high school. It's just going to confuse you more. The boys in high school are very immature, and I think they're probably going to make that issue worse for you. So I was a virgin throughout all of high school, and I think that was an amazing decision just to remain that way. Once I started college, I moved down to Houston, Texas at first. I used to not even notice if boys were looking at me or if they thought I was fat or what they thought of my body throughout high school, because I had shut off from that so much. Once I moved to college though, that was a whole different thing, because I moved to Houston, Texas, down south, where the men have a little bit more appreciation for a curvier body. So for the first time in my life, I was noticing that the guys were like, okay. And I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? So it was definitely a new experience for me. So I would say I really started dating in college, for real. That wasn't the main part of why I loved my body, but it definitely helped to know that there was men out there who would appreciate my body personally. One thing that really helped, I feel, for me to have a positive body view of me was the type of people that I decided to date. I realized a couple of days ago that I've never actually dated anyone my age. which was weird. Even when I was younger, dating through college, I think I learned very quickly that the guys that were my age, around 19, 20, had a whole different mindset as to what a body should look like that I cared for. And they were very much interested in what was being shown in the videos and the rap videos and all of that. And I know I wasn't that. I, in turn, chose to date older than me. I dated 4 to 5 years older than me, and that was amazing. I feel like at that age, they were kind of smarter, and they kind of knew that when you are dating somebody, there's so much that goes into dating than just having a nice body. Because let's be honest, if getting married and being in a good relationship was all about having a nice body, then all of these girls who society considers having these amazingly perfect bodies will all be in happy marriages and in happy relationships. And we all know that is not the truth. Another thing that I think contributes to body positivity is not focusing on your body so much. What else do you bring to the world, to your family, to your partner, to your friends? Like, what else do you bring to life than just your body, you know? What are you doing with your life? What are your goals? What are your dreams? Are you achieving them? Are you letting your body stopping you from achieving things that you could, but you think in your head that you can't because of your size? Are you too conscious of your size to fully fulfill what you're supposed to? I have so much more that I focus on than just my body, that I think it's very important to find things that you're good at, to find things that you contribute, volunteer, do things for the community, bring things to the world. There's so many things that I'm passionate about. It doesn't matter what size I am, I would have been doing those things. I'm so passionate about doing my videos and creating a space where every single woman feels comfortable to come and comment and watch and laugh. The positive feedback that I get from this and the things that I've accomplished as far as my personal career and what I do in life and here really counteract any negativity that I might have towards my body, because I know that I can contribute so much more in other aspects of my life. So as I've gotten older, I just thought it doesn't matter. I don't really care what people think. I have so much positive things going on in my life that I honestly cannot be bothered by others' negativity. I love my body. If that bothers anyone, then there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can do for you. If me loving myself makes you feel uncomfortable, then you are one messed up individual. Because I'm here for anyone who loves themselves. I don't care if it's something that you do that I don't like. I don't care if you're wearing an outfit I wouldn't wear. I don't care if you're wearing an outfit that I don't think suits you or whatever. If you love yourself, girl, I love it even more. I am here to support anyone who loves themselves, and that's it. So without making this video drag on for too long, just keep in mind that you only have one body. You have to learn how to love it. You really do. And whatever size you are, whether you're fat, whether you're small, whether you're medium, whether your nose is big, whether you have a big stomach, whether you have this little extra meat right here, whatever it is, it's your body. It's your body. Look at it in the mirror and love it, girl. Love it at what it is right now. Love your figure. Love everything about yourself. Okay? Learn to love it, because it is your body and no one can tell you what to do with it. No one should tell you how to love it, when to love it, with what you have on to love it. No one can tell you that. Only you can tell yourself that. I've come a long way and I feel completely at ease and in love with my body. That doesn't mean there are things that I don't want to change here and there. I don't let it consume me. I don't let it run me. I don't let it stop me. I just live my life, because I'm not guaranteed another one. I just live my life and let the rest fall off the wayside. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.